honestly have no idea how many times I've tried to film this intro, it's ridiculous. Hello everyone, it's Rebecca here and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hiya, how you doing? Today I thought I would try a new filming location because I don't show these shelves at all. I thought I would try a new filming location featuring my bedroom door because I can't be bothered to get the tripod that I need for you to rest on, which is literally at the other end of your shelf. We'll also ignore the spotty face because maskne is a real issue. However, I did get my brows done yesterday, so I'm quite pleased about that. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I'm here to share a currently reading video. I'm in the middle of so many books. It's actually bad, really bad. But the first two I'm going to share, I don't actually have with me. They're downstairs because, you know, on brand over here. First one is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This white door is going to come in handy because I'm going to put a picture right here. Priory of the Orange Tree by Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon is a female fantasy. I love it. I am about 360 pages in, I think. I absolutely love it. I just need to keep picking it up, but I've had other things to read, to prioritise, and I just haven't finished it yet. Really enjoying it. As I've said before, I love the relationship between like Sab and Iyad and just love it all so much. So that's one that I'm currently in the middle of reading, but I need to pick up. The other one I don't have with me is the audiobook of Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Again, I'll put a picture up here. This one follows Daisy Jones and the band The Six. It is completely made up, it's fictional, but it is, people have said, very loosely based on the likes of Fleetwood Mac. So I went into this with audio because I thought it would be good, it would be like listening to an interview, and you know what, it is, it's okay. As somebody who doesn't read general fiction as much, it is alright, it's canny. I have about 2 hours left of that. I had filmed footage for a vlog and just didn't get it out in time, I just didn't care. I listened to that on a walk and got down to 2 hours footage left to listen to for Daisy Jones and the Six. I vaguely remember Disneyland being mentioned in that one, so that's as far as I'm up to, and it's okay. I mean, I'm starting to not be bothered about the book as much anymore, and I can understand why people love it, but right now I'm just not bothered, which is a shame. So on to the physical books. I'm in the middle of reading Death Note Volume 1. I am feeling very meh. I'm on page 85 of this one and I'm just not bothered. I keep holding it the wrong way. I'm just not bothered. Now, I have this problem with mangas and graphic novels and comics where I don't feel attached at all to the characters, to the storyboard. I think the one where I felt slightly more attached than anyone else is Giant Days, and I read 3 volumes of that off the trot, but I'm just not bothered. But Death Note follows a young boy who finds this book that you can write the names down of somebody, and if you write how they're going to die within 6 minutes, they will then die. So we follow this young boy who is like, right, okay, I'm going to do a really good thing here. I am going to get rid of rapists, murderers, like all the bad people. We're going to get rid of the bad eggs. It's going to be really good fun. And then things escalate. So I'm not bothered. I read some of this before, and actually there was a part of it where part 1 finished, part 2 started, but it actually recapped the last 3 pages of part 1, as in it repeated the last 3 pages of part 1, and I was like, why would you do that? That's just a waste of paper. I'm really not bothered about this so far, and not just that, like I know it's a lot of people's favourites, but not just that, I'm a bit creeped out by this guy. Legit like creeped out by him. So I am not in any hurry to finish this. I'm not in a rush to pick it up again, but I know it's short and I know I should probably just sit down and get it finished to get it off my currently reading. The last one I have here is one that has recently come out and the publisher kindly sent me a copy. Oh god, I'm just dropping it everywhere. That's The Doors of Eden by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I have took the hardcover off, but it has this beautiful cover. If I remember, I'll put it up here. This one follows Mal and Lee, who are 2 girls who like to sort of experience the spiritually obscure, shall I say. So a bit like, you know, like Most Haunted, like that kind of thing. They like to do that kind of thing, so they go to this place called Bodmin Moor. They've heard that there is some spooky stuff going down, so they go to this place to find out if that's true or if it's just a myth. And when they get there, Mal goes missing. So we then fast forward 4 years in the future. Mal is still missing. Everyone just presumes she's dead. Lee is struggling to get on with her life, but she's managing. And then Mal comes back. It's not as it seems, because Mal kind of comes back but also kind of doesn't at the same time. And we follow the perspective of Lee as she's trying to come to terms with this. There's more than meets the eye with Mal resurfacing. And we also follow the timeline of Julian, who is a policeman who likes to think he is James Bond, and I love him so much. He's such a good character. It's great. I really enjoy his character. I love his storyline as well, because he's like, I don't want to believe in it, but I kind of do, and I have a friend who kind of believes in all this stuff, so you know, that's cool too. And I really enjoy him trying to figure out and put the pieces together of the puzzle, whilst also experiencing Lee trying to do the same thing in her timeline. I'm loving it so far. So I'm currently on page 245. I should have finished this by now. Not gonna lie, it came out on the 18th of August in the UK in hardback. I'm hoping to finish this soon. Really enjoying it. And actually, there's a bit in this that I want someone's opinion on. So there is actually, I do want to point out, there is trigger warnings for suicide in this. It is passively mentioned, as in it's a miracle that it didn't happen considering the circumstances, like that kind of thing. But it's still a mention all the same, and if you feel triggered by any kind of suicidal tendencies, I would just bear that in mind. It is a passing paragraph, that is it. Okay, so in this book there is a character called Dr. Khan. Julian meets Dr. Khan, and he's met the character twice before, and it says once before and once after. Basically what happens is Dr. Khan is a trans character in this book. They have undergone surgery, they've gone through gender reassignment surgery, and they are living their life as a female, so it's male to female transition. And in this book there is a part of it that I think personally is done quite well. However, I can't speak for that because it's not something that I've experienced, but as an outsider I think that he's done this really well. That he mentions the stereotypes that Julian expects to feel around Dr. Khan, how he assumes he's going to feel around meeting Dr. Khan as a female for the first time since their transition, and how they expect to react to Dr. Khan, how they expect to misgender, how they expect to basically feel all the kinds of weird. And that is I mean, the character is in his 40s, I believe. I assume he's in his 40s. I don't think I paid that much attention to how old Julian actually is. But Julian's character age, I do feel like that would be an accurate thought for them to have. However, it then goes on to say, basically, I'm just going to read this out because I personally think that this is done well as somebody from an outside perspective. Julian had met Khan twice himself, once before and once after. Prepping for the second interview, he braced himself, expecting to experience his own establishmental knee-jerk of prejudice, which he knew must reside within him. And then Khan turned up, a tall woman, elegantly dressed in a turquoise and gold camise. Loud, quick to laugh, foul-mouthed, a world away from the retiring young man Julian remembered. Halfway through the interview, when she went out for a cigarette, because she smoked now, he had to admit that being a woman suited Khan a whole lot better. She was obviously far more comfortable in her own skin and making more progress with her rarefied work. I just think that in that paragraph, Julian defies his own expectations. He expects to hate what this character's become. He expects to feel completely uncomfortable, and, you know, fair enough to him if that's what he believes that he has ingrained in him. And I think he surprises himself in this instance, and I really liked that paragraph. The way the author's done that paragraph is that at the end they've actually said, you know, this character feels so much better now than they ever have done, and you can tell that, and I think that's just done really well. I mean, I don't know if that is the case, but personally I think it is. I mean, if you feel the same, let me know, but I can't comment on that as an own voices rep or as somebody who's had anybody close to me experience that. But as somebody from the outside, I think that's done really well, and it's a nice little nod to defying your own personal expectations. Like, I just loved it. But anyway, this was supposed to be a short video and it's turning into a 15-minute ramble, but that is the books that I'm currently in the middle of reading. The Doors of Eden by Adrian Tchaikovsky is definitely going to be a favourite, I think. You do spend quite a bit of it going, what's going on, trying to keep up with it, but it is really good, and I'm waiting for Adrian Tchaikovsky to just knit everything together like he did in Children of Time. But yes, if you have any questions, any comments, any thoughts about the books I'm currently reading, let me know in the comments down below. If you open up that description box right next to the like and subscribe, where you can do that if you so wish to, that would be brilliant. You'll find a link to all my social media channels. Head on down there, go join the little links, click them all, have fun, go say hi to me on other platforms, and I shall speak to you all soon in another video. Bye!